We begin in the United States. Former President Donald Trump may have had as many as 7 phone calls with Russia's Vladimir Putin since leaving the White House in 2021. This shocking revelation has been made in journalist Bob Woodward's new book, War, which gives insight into Donald Trump's life post-presidency. In the book, Woodward says that a former Trump aide was told to leave the room so that Trump could have a private phone call with Putin. Another bombshell Woodward outlined is that during the peak of the pandemic, Donald Trump sent COVID-19 test kits and other machines to Putin for his personal use when they were still scarce and in high demand here in the United States. This aligns with media reports from May 2020 that said the Trump administration sent ventilators and other equipment to several countries, including Russia. Putin reportedly told Trump not to tell anyone about their phone calls because people would politically target the former president. Trump has denied Woodward's claims, and his campaign said the journalist has made up the stories in his book that are not true. However, Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate Tim Walz have capitalized on these salacious claims made in the upcoming book.
There's news reporting that Donald Trump has had as many as 7 private phone calls with Vladimir Putin. I can guarantee you that Kamala Harris and I do not have dictators on speed dial. Now, the one that I have to tell you as a governor, and for many of you here, this one makes my blood boil. When we were struggling because of Donald Trump's incompetency during the COVID pandemic, we were trying to get whatever materials we could, COVID testing, whatever we could get. It turns out now that Donald Trump was sending COVID machines to Vladimir Putin that we couldn't get in our states. Every day.
Now the Kremlin has denied allegations made by Woodward about phone calls between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. We should also note the book goes into detail about President Joe Biden's blunt conversations with Israel's prime minister, including a discussion where the president told the prime minister that he had no strategy for the war in Gaza. However, with Biden's exit from the presidential race, Woodward's book, scheduled for an October 15th release, could be far more damaging to Donald Trump, who is locked in a tight race against Vice President Kamala Harris with less than 30 days to go before voters head to the polls.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election, explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained, every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.